everybody, this is your girl Slickvick. Welcome to Peace, Toast, and Jam. If you guys are watching this on my YouTube, you will now see in the video a very special guest who is with us today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. My name is Javi.
Yes. My boyfriend Javier is with us today. We're going to do a quick little episode, and what it's going to be about is basically our major goal and what we want to do together in life. Oh, and Chomper's not being good right now. You guys can't see this, but he's not going in his crate. It's because he hears my voice.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yes, and we're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about where we're at in the process of reaching our goals, and also what we're doing presently to, I guess, prepare, but also like get us going with that. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, we have big plans, and we are going to own a bunch of land. We're going to build our own house, and
as much of it as we can.
As much as we can. And basically, we want to be as self-sustaining as possible. That's our major goal.
I'd say we're pretty close to the self-sustaining part already.
Yes.
We just don't have any, tangible land.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, that's the big thing. And I think, well, as we know, land is like king, as you say.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, as you guys know, or if you haven't been following, you know, well, if you haven't been following, I'm living with my boyfriend and our dog Chomper and his two little ones when we do have them in a very small space. So obviously I'm not going to show you a whole 360 view of our spot, but
that would be it. We wouldn't have to get up.
Yeah.
You'd see 97% of our place.
Yes, which is totally okay. We're kind of in a recession right now, and it is what it is. But with that being said, we've been saving up. We're making a lot of different financial moves. I would say even recently, because we had an amazing little mini vacation somewhere that really inspired us to get back on the horse again as far as, reaching our goals. But with that being said, we don't have a lot of space. So the main thing is trying to get the land, which that will come with time. But since we're not there yet, this kind of falls into the category of him, but I'm totally involved with this. I believe that we're doing a lot of things. Surprisingly,
no,
yeah.
You're totally involved. Surprising amount.
Well, yes, yeah, I am. I want to give
cool.
a lot of credit to you though, because you are the builder of things. But we've been Bob, yes, you are Bob. But we've been really trying to hone in and I guess maybe practice what it would be like when we are in our space one day. So for instance, for the longest time, actually,
nearly the entire time.
We have not had an oven.
Oh, I haven't had an oven since 4 years ago.
No, yeah. You haven't had an oven since 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had an oven in my apartment,
yeah.
which that was 3 years ago. But that was the last time I had an oven. And so, with that being said, we're very limited on how we can cook food. Okay, so then we had
an electric grill.
Electric grill outside.
No, we had a propane. No, I'm talking about the electric grill over there.
Oh, yes.
So we technically had a grill to begin with,
yes.
a stove top.
Yes.
But something went wrong.
Yeah,
We're still trying to figure out what went wrong.
Yes. So the electric in I would say in a chunk of the room, we don't have electricity down
So I know what happened. They put too powerful of a stove they put too powerful of a stove for the capacity of the breaker.
Yeah.
And when the stove individually the burners could run, but if you ran both of the burners at the same time, it would overload the system.
Yes.
Trying to figure out if there was actual damage or if there wasn't, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, this is a story for future everybody.
This was very similar when I was growing up, and every time we put the garage door up and if there's too many things on,
pop,
boop,
yeah.
The whole thing, you have to go downstairs and hit the breaker or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so with that being said, we've never had an oven here. We only had a 2-burner electric stove that went kaput. I don't know how long ago has it been.
We used
over
it
a year?
4 times.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then definitely 2. We're hitting 2 years now.
Yeah.
So
3 years, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we were doing so we've done crock pot just recently, air fryer, and then microwaved everything. Or we were eating out a lot. And as you guys know,
a lot.
It's really expensive, especially with 4 mouths to feed, like human mouths, plus
The dog.
You know, the pup. So just recently we got an outdoor oven. So it would be for like camping, mostly for people like that.
Camping, yeah.
It's propane. And
that was the reason.
yes. And so Javi just created an entire wooden outdoor oven space. So if you don't know what it looks like, go over to my TikTok page. I actually just uploaded a video of us cooking taco and bread. So I've been trying to experiment with bread making. So this has been something that we've been doing currently, and I feel like that's definitely going to help us reach our goals because we're just getting, practice doing this kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, it guarantees we're going to cook. What are we on day?
Oh yeah, I don't know how many days we've been back.
Maybe your calendar.
Yeah.
But we're on day like 5 of not going out to eat.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Because when I was literally living at the gym, I had no way of cooking until like the last month and a half of it, and I was cooking on that tiny little single burner.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, and I was making like steak and eggs and ground
really
beef. That's it. Yeah, like I got really good at cooking on that little thing, but like it was trash.
Yes.
The food I ate was so limited because it was just like.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I was cooking it inside and it would smoke out the whole gym, so I'd have to wait. And then I was like, oh, I'll get an extension cord. It was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
So, what was I going with that?
Well, it's just been amazing now, I would say.
Oh, yeah. So, no, we've been going out to eat so much.
Yeah.
Like, literally so much.
Yeah.
And how are we supposed to progress forward if all our money goes into just eating?
And I will say, most of our money does go to
just
groceries.
Just food.
Food and, I guess, just normal things you need, like cleaning supplies, toothpaste.
But that's I don't know.
Yeah, but that's true. It's not like we're out there like willy-nilly being like, you know what, I want to buy like, I don't know, something ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. Like something that just we don't need. Actually, we don't even drink alcohol. Let's just talk about that. Like we're not even like those kind of people. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's not like we
not
go out to
spending
the
money at the
bar.
bar.
We're
the only thing we spend money on is experiences, which I'm not going to stop spending money on.
Right.
And food, and then like things that come up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life that comes up.
Right. So that was a big thing that we just currently have been doing. Other things I think that we've been doing to prepare have been, we got a water filtration system that he put together in here.
That was really cool.
Which has been super bougie, but awesome.
Super
cool. I mean, for multiple reasons. One, I think the biggest one is like, it's healthy.
We did that. Do you remember why we did that? We did this a year ago. Almost exactly a year ago.
Tell me, I forget.
To save money on water. Because we were just buying bottles of water. Oh, you were? I'm so sorry.
I was about to say, I was like, because the biggest reasons we were always buying bottled water.
Much water.
Which bottled water is really not.
No.
Not good. So, and I don't know if you guys have ever looked into like actual like your tap water. What I mean, you like enlightened me so much just by all the things that the filtration system actually filters out of our tap water.
Well, that is exactly it. Like I was weighing out the cost between getting like my best friend Fabio has the 5-gallon thing, and he put a little spigot and he just pours out, and I was like, that would be probably cheap, you know what I mean? And it's filtered water, so it'd be good, and blah blah blah. But I was like, but we aren't going to keep up with going to the store and refilling it. Like, we're just not going to.
That's a good point.
And then how much money is the difference between doing that and just getting a filtration system? And then you don't worry about the water you drink per se. Like obviously if you're on about need water, you're going to get water. Yeah. And we could cut more costs by not getting the sparkling waters that we get.
Yeah, like LaCroix and stuff like that.
Also, no.
Well,
unless it comes down to it, like if it becomes necessary to, and we're really like, oh, we're really close, we just need to trim all the expenses.
That would be.
That's out.
Yeah.
Probably buy a little thingy to make it bubbly or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, because then you save money. Because I was just gonna say, we bought the thing for $240, which.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if there's ever interest in it. Maybe I'll come up with a new system or show you how to not buy a $240 system and make a phenomenal thing. Is it worth it? I don't know. This is a really simple plug. Simple plug and play, because remember the little hiccup that came up that I found when I was replacing the filters that I had?
Well, real quick, tell them all that it actually filters. Oh, okay. Like, because I think that's important to note.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So the first is a sediment filter. I think it's 5 micron, nothing phenomenal. The second is a KDF I want to say 55. Is that the series it goes? Yeah, KDF 55 and carbon filter. That one goes down to, I think that one's 20 microns. Wow, I can't believe I don't remember.
It's
I spent
okay.
so much time on this.
Yeah, I'm putting
and
on
then
the
it
spot.
goes, no, it's okay. And then it goes to a carbon block filter, which I later found out
Yeah.
that I should put as a catalytic carbon filter.
Mm.
That one's 1 micron. Then it goes from that to the reverse osmosis membrane. And then from there it goes, I want to say it either goes to the tank or to UV and then the tank. But originally it wasn't like that. It was like, then it goes to the alkaline, then UV, then something tank. But what I got now is either reverse osmosis alkaline UV
Yes.
or tank. Let's just say it's that. Reverse osmosis filter. Sorry, it's so confusing.
No, it is.
So it's a reverse osmosis filter which filters out like 99.9%. I think this one's technically lower, but semantics.
Yeah.
Of particulates like fluoride, heavy metals, like really everything.
Yeah.
I was telling you that if you wanted like super pure water, you'd then get a deionizing filter. We didn't get that to begin with. Look what I just noticed. Choppy's little picture.
I know. When I had that set up, I wanted it in. If you're watching right now on YouTube, his little. Well,
Yeah, you can see it.
let's bring it over here. Let's let you guys see. It's Chompy.
Elias took a picture of Chompy like that
Yeah.
at the wedding, and he made it into a Pokemon card, but it faded.
It's so cute.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, deionizing, blah blah. Out. So then, after you remove all the stuff, it's very plain water if you were just to drink
Yeah.
it. So that's why you get the remineralization, the alkaline filter. So it remineralizes it, and then it goes through a UV filter. Then it goes through a post-activated carbon filter. After the UV goes to the tank, then to the post-activated carbon, or maybe before the UV to the tank, and then I don't
so
remember.
confusing.
It was very confusing to make in the moment.
And you put it together.
This is the next part. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
at the end, a year ago, I routed it backwards. It skipped the post-activated carbon
So it was
filter entirely. It never
never
used it
Yeah.
at all. It just, because I
Darn.
put the T and then I put the in and the out, and it just looked right.
Yeah. It's okay.
Anyways, so I fixed it now. It goes post-active. Then the cool thing that I added to it, on top of all the other filters that I added, is the hydrogenated water thing.
Yes. That is so cool.
It's got a thingy, an inline filter that adds hydrogenated water at the top. So all our water, for 10 minutes or whatever it sits in there, hydrogenated water, which I thought was totally worth it, because to update the cost, it was $200 to buy, $240 to buy, and then about the same every year in filters.
Which, I mean, if we were to actually sit here and break down the
Oh,
math
it's
of that,
way more water.
exactly. I mean, if
Way
you
more.
think about how much you spend on bottled water, if you're a
I don't even remember what it cost. But
I don't know
when we
either.
were buying gallon waters, it was
We were.
99 cents. It's
Right.
not even 99 cents anymore.
no, I think it's like
It's
$1
like
or
$1
something.
something.
Yeah, so I mean, everything's gone up in prices, which is again the whole reason why we're trying to save pennies where we can.
If you just bought the
Yeah.
gallons at
Yeah.
$1 something,
Yeah.
100 days in, you're at $100.
Yeah.
200 days in, but that's double for each person. So in 100 days,
Yeah.
you're at $200 with just the gallons.
Just that.
1 gallon each person.
versus the whole system that you mentioned, it was 200.
240. You
Yeah.
live with that for a year, and
Yeah.
then a year later you upgrade it, and that's it.
So that
Save
is
water
another
that way.
thing in which we have done. There's now I know we don't have too much
And
time.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The funny thing about all the things that we're talking about that we haven't even gotten to,
Yeah.
which is the outdoor kitchen and like cooking out, which I guess we talked about it some, but
Yeah.
I thought we were going to talk about the making, which we're kind of,
Oh.
you wanted to make it short. But anyways, the saving money on the water and saving money on going out to eat. Like one way we could save money going out to eat is reduce the quality of food that we eat. Instead of eating at restaurants that seem reputable and that tend to use good ingredients, we could eat at fast foods.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'd save
Yeah,
a ton of money. But
we would.
instead of that, I made an outdoor kitchen with mostly, I think we've got, including screws, because I ran out of screws in the previous project, so I bought screws here. I think including screws for it, I'm at $100 for the outdoor kitchen and $340, so $440 for everything because of the oven.
Really good.
You
I
what
mean, I don't know how much do outdoor kitchens go.
I don't know. I don't know how much
I
they
feel
go
like
for.
they're more than $440, but
I guarantee you, because I mean, I've done I don't I've done the full math. I mean,
Yeah.
because I make a certain amount.
Yeah.
And that's not left at the end of the month, so it's that much that we spend.
Yeah.
But we basically spend somewhere between $50 and $70 a day. Not every day, but majority of days in food.
Oy. Yeah.
So even reducing that to $20 a day by making meals, because so far this month, I mean, besides, because we technically bought the food last month, we spent like 40, 50, oh no, $80.
Yeah.
Because it was the pasta I made. $80 on food this month. And we're on day 3.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, I bought some food today because, you know, but the whole thing is.
But we got tons of food in there now.
Like we actually went, so for instance, another thing
and
that we're
this is
trying.
bougie, but also not.
Yes.
Like eating good, this was the next part, that we're not getting crappy food. We're not.
Yes.
I mean, again, we could reduce it even more.
Right.
By getting even worse quality food and still spend a little bit of money. It's crazy. You can pinch everywhere.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But say what you're going to say. Sorry.
No, you just went. Well, yesterday we went to Sprouts. So if you don't know what Sprouts is, it's like it's a healthier store, like grocery store to go to. You are gonna have better quality, but the price is definitely gonna go up. So I would say it's like comparable to like a Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, maybe.
Yeah, same, different.
Yeah. So yesterday we went in there just to grab something really quickly, and we saw that their ancestor, is that what it's called? Ancestor meat?
Yeah.
Ground beef, venison, was on sale. It was buy one, get one half off. Now, these ground beef little packets, like the little, what is it, 1 pounder?
Yeah,
I believe?
the venison is less than the bison is less.
Right. These are like high quality grade.
Suppose it's got all the marketing words.
There you
so
go.
like that's what's important.
Yeah.
That's that.
And it was, they're originally what, around $12.99?
They're like
I believe.
$14 or $15.99 for all these.
But right now,
individually. I'm sorry, individually.
No, you're fine. I believe it was probably a sale for the 4th of July. Obviously, the 4th of July is tomorrow. But it was buy one, get one half off. And for some people,
and they were already discounted.
And they were, they were already discounted. So the point being, we saw that opportunity to go, okay, we didn't really want to spend a whole lot of money. Could we have made something with other food that we had in the house? Absolutely. We do have something saved up, but we saw that as an opportunity to stock up on the highest quality meat that we could find in the area.
Again, according to the words.
Yes.
Who knows, really?
And it's frozen. So all we have to do is take it out, thaw it, and then portion it and have different meals when needed. But these little things are the things in which we're doing because we're really trying to save up to meet our goals, which we're so close to meeting, everything that I mentioned in the beginning. And it's important. It's important to eat healthy. It's important to get good quality food because like he had mentioned, of course, we can go to fast food joints every day. And save a whole lot of money. But then what is the cost? Our cost is our health. And if you guys don't know this, you probably already know it, but we're both very much athletes in our own ways. That is his career right now, you know? So for me, it's even more important that I'm staying grounded in my own eating habits so that it reflects on him and vice versa because we're in the same house. I mean, that's really important. So if we can do this as a team, it's only going to benefit us later on because we're staying healthy now and we can have a long life and we can fulfill all our goals and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So those are
you know, you just reminded me of something that I've talked about with you before. Yeah. But when you get married, it's like in sickness and in health, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like I'm going to make you deal with me when I'm sick.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to eat like crap and take care of myself like crap so that at the end you have, like, I got you already. You already signed the contract. You're going to be there when I'm effed.
If you are committed to that
you know
part
what I mean?
of
like,
because I mean...
You can't abuse it.
No.
If you destroy your body.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, you committed and you love the person. I'm not saying somebody who's eating like shit, you should just divorce them.
No.
And leave them for dry. But you should encourage, and the other person should be receptive to it. Like, hey, you should take care of yourself, which you obviously do.
Yeah.
But like, you should do it to me too. Like, if I don't work out for fucking 3 days, sorry for cursing. If I don't work out for 3 days, you should be like, hey, you're that injured? Like, obviously in a nice way and not that aggressive, but like, you really that hurt, or what's really going on? You can't hop on the bike. Like, you can't walk.
Mm-hmm. I think we lucked out with each other because
we're both obsessed with
we're both obsessed with working out, and I feel like we both innately have this. We get angry,
insufferable,
like actually like upset when we don't work out, and we know that about each other. And besides injuries,
and even with injuries,
I feel like that's the only time in which we have given each other grace in that, or not pushed each other.
But that's the thing is,
because you couldn't.
When
like,
have
physically.
you ever actually needed to push me and inverse push you to work out?
I think the only way would be if I felt
there's
that
never been a way. No, there's never been a time.
Oh no, meaning like, well, yes, I think I just, I will say it in times in which I feel like maybe you may feel that you shouldn't go work out. Like if you want to go with Fabio, your best friend, to go work out, I'll be like, please go, like do it, like whatever. I know you want to do it, but I feel like sometimes you might feel like, oh man, maybe I should hang out or stay. But I'm like, no. I know you so well. You need to work out. You are going to be a better human if you do. You know what I mean? Like, I know that you need that. Like, that is part of your health, like your mental health as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're looking so funny right now.
Well, I'm saying, like, in that scenario, did I go work out that day or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, my point is, I'm just trying to show you that I know that about you, that if I ever felt that there could be a hair of, I'm not going to do it today because I want to hang out with
I guess
Babe
in that
or
sense,
something like
yeah.
that. Like,
okay, in that sense, then I've done the same with you, where you were discouraged and didn't want to go for a walk and want to go outside, and we were like, no. Okay, what I was saying is there's like a hiatus almost of not working out.
Oh yeah.
But I guess I'm technically wrong in saying that we haven't needed to encourage each other to work out.
No.
But
no, we haven't.
It just feels so organic. No, you just proved that we have needed. But it just feels so organic because we're both so receptive to working out. Right. That it feels like we haven't needed to tell each other to work out.
Yeah.
And even in our single periods, right? Such a stupid phrase. Even before we were together, I've never needed you to tell me to go work out.
Oh,
and
no.
you've never needed me to tell you to go work out.
Yeah, exactly.
So even not together and then now together, we technically don't need it.
Yeah.
But it does benefit us when we do remind ourselves, like, hey, you're being a little intolerable, sassy.
Well, yes. I think that's important to recognize and then to
amazing thing.
Yeah. Well, it is funny when you say before we were official.
Yeah.
That was something in which we.
Yeah,
well, that was part of the whole bonding experience, of course, and I think we knew.
But like literally,
that was another reason why we knew
each other.
Yeah.
It's like literally didn't need it. Didn't need you to push me to work out.
Yeah.
Because I never had it, but like you do, and it still feels like that's so cool.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Sorry, I went on a little tangent there, but
for sickness or through sickness and health, you should be looking to beat a health at the end.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you should be fighting to beat a health.
Yeah, which actually, I mean, we'll this will be the last thing we end on, but like, everything we're talking about is goals. You know, people have already reached the goals in which we're talking about right now, and they've done it in the ways in which they could, in the best way possible. And I know there's a lot of people out there who may be listening to this and be like, well, you know, it would have been nice if I could have, you know, bought the healthiest food and had the time to go to the gym while I was working on getting that dream house and the land and all that jazz, right?
Yeah, that's such BS.
No. Well, but what I'm going to say is, at the very, like, minimum, I think we do pretty darn good for about a money in which we both bring to the table and the time that we're able to do things and all the other responsibilities that we have in our life. And we both live very amazing lifestyles, if we want to talk about that. Like, we have time, but our time is not just like sitting around on the couch. It's not like we're just like chilling. Like, we also realize that we can make small choices that, yes, of course, it'd be great to have, you know, all the fanciest food items all the time and be able to have all the time in the world. But we're doing the little things that we can right now so that when we do get to our dream house and dreamland, we're not behind, is what I'm trying to say. So I know there's a lot of people out there that may feel like I have to sacrifice my body, I have to sacrifice my food choices and all that to reach my goals. And it's like, no, you don't have to. Like, that's what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm like, what am I, like, poverty line and how much money I make? I'm just throwing it out there. So people like myself could choose to go to the fast food joints all the time and then put a bulk of my money towards this. But I'm choosing to put my money where it's gonna make the most money for me and make the healthiest choices for me. And I believe you're doing the same with yours.
Yeah, so it's interesting about what you just said. First of all, the poverty or not poverty. Basically, everybody is poverty.
Like, there's basically no middle class anymore. I'm just talking about
so much worse than that.
Anyways.
Not talking economics right now.
No.
But what I was going to say, it was about the quality of food. But, it's twofold. Quality of food. Eat the best you can. If you can't afford better, who cares? Don't eat it. Don't make that a problem. It already is. It is what it is. You can't control it. You know what I mean? Don't make it a problem.
But you can control the choices of.
I'm saying if the best thing you can do is Tyson frozen chicken.
Yes.
Because that's the cheapest thing that Sam's Club has, and you just buy it in bulk because that's all you can afford.
Yeah.
Then great. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you can't change that right now. You're eating this as best as you can so that one day you can change it. That's not the only thing you can do. It's there are way more things you could do to improve your health than eat organic chicken. I don't even believe in the word fully of organic or not or whatever. Right. It's just, I use that word as a quality control. Hopefully there's slightly better quality control there. But aside from that, don't do that. Don't waste your money frivolously on that. That's the other part that I was going to say. Is I said in the beginning, experiences. Because everybody says, you could die tomorrow, blah, blah, but no, literally live to what's realistic for you, but live like you were going to die tomorrow. And I would regret if I died tomorrow, if today I went and did some miserable task that I didn't want to do, and I do it every day. Call that whatever you want to call it. It could be for some people a job, it could be for some people... Not even going to insert any other ideas because job is probably the easiest one. But there's many, many other things that you could do every day that you're just doing because you feel like it's the right thing to do or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you died tomorrow, you'd look back miserable at the fact that you did that.
That's so true.
You know what I mean? It'd be way better to have struggled and suffered, but gone and seen more places of the world if that's what you're into, or played the fucking flute or the violin or whatever, drew something canvas or went and took pictures of things or whatever it is that your hobby is right now, jiu-jitsu, and you just go do it. Why? Because if you died tomorrow, you'd be happy you did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if it's I can't pay my rent or I can do this, pay your rent. You need somewhere to live.
Yes.
Probably. It depends on how nomadic. But anyways, that's semantic. But if it's between saving yourself into being a millionaire, you're never going to do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's, again, not financial advice. But I think you should live like there's no tomorrow. Not 100%.
Yeah.
Because then you live like an idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean? But within some restrictions.
Yeah.
Live satisfied with dying tomorrow.
Yeah. I just believe, I believe in everything you just said. 100%. I feel as though we do need to actually live life the way that we want to. Actually live our life. But also, and I think the most important thing is, and that we keep talking about this too in our own little conversations. I've had this with other people as well. But it's not about just receiving everything tomorrow.
No.
So, and this is something that I have actually been
I can talk forever.
struggling, but I'm getting so much better at because of you, because you remind me that it is about the journey, and that if we were to just be given all the things in which we want, it would be, sure, a lot of people would be like, well, shoot, if someone gave me $1 million right now, that would solve all my problems. But then there'd be other problems and other problems. So while you are saving up to be a millionaire or to get the land that you want or to whatever, get the dream that you're chasing or going after, there's so many different things along the way that are just begging you to pay attention to. And if you're so fixated on only that, you're going to miss out on so much life that you could be just soaking up and learning from, because once you get there, if it is more of a journey, you're like, holy crap, like what have I just been doing for the last, 10, 15 years of my life? And that's unfortunate, because during that time, you could be actually having a good time. And it's your mindset about it. It's your perspective about everything in which you go through on your way. And you might find that on your way to that destination, other little things pop up that maybe your path goes that way and then comes back to that. So being open-minded during the process, I think, is really important. And I just said your mindset about it along the way.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is super crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's so hard to accept that it's a journey. I say it, I think, more than ever, more than anything else. And it's probably because I understand it better nowadays. Yeah. Can't wait to see what I understand in a few years. It's going to be crazy. But, I say it a lot in jiu-jitsu because people are always like, I suck, or I did that wrong, or whatever. Yeah. And I always, well, not always, but a lot lately, I've been telling people, like, imagine if this is as good as you're going to be.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine if this is as good as you're going to be. That's it. Mm-hmm. You peaked. Mm-hmm. That would suck. Like, that would suck. That's it. This is as good as I get. Like, whoa. And I know that at some point, technically, it's as good as you get. And it's not that it's demoralizing. But it's like, no, I'm not in a position right now. Maybe at some point I will accept that this is as good as I'm going to get in the, I don't know, micro sense or macro sense, but maybe micro, I get better at it or whatever. I no longer can run as fast, but I become more efficient at running, or whatever it turns into, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not as good at lifting stuff, but I can still build because I use technology to help me build, and now I build better. Like, just because you get older doesn't mean you have to deteriorate.
That's a good point.
But what I'm saying is, like, this is not as good as you're going to be. And if you're satisfied with this is as good as you're going to be, move on to your next passion. Mm-hmm. Like, you've checked it. Whoop, cool. Mm-hmm. That's accomplished. Move on. Yeah. And, like, this is probably like a 5-day conversation, but when do you decide when enough is enough is probably the hardest question that I think I've ever had to not answer to myself and answer at the same time. Oh, you got the coconut flakes? Is that what that is?
Oh, no, those are coconut cookies. Oh. I do have coconut flakes in the fridge, though.
Oh, you did?
We're going to be making kefir,
which is
and
so
coconut.
Funny that I was at the store.
And did you see my
I just saw it right now.
Sorry, we're having a squirrel moment.
I saw the coconut, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, freak, I
know. It was on my list, too, and I forgot it today at the store. It's okay. Well, that's probably a good time to end this, because I believe that we could talk about this kind of stuff forever, which, thank you so much for bringing up all those different conversations and being here today, babe.
Of course.
The last time that you were on, and we were talking about, I think, masculine something. It was a while ago, but people absolutely adored you. So I think we need to bring you back. Yes, babe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're going to bring him back. Yes. But I need you guys to let me know if you enjoyed this episode. So please subscribe, please share, please like, please send it to someone that maybe needs to hear this today. You never know who needs to hear this kind of message. And I hope it was uplifting. I hope it was inspiring and motivating, that if 2 lovely little Tampa alligators can do this thing called life in a non-traditional way, I believe that you can too.
Oh, we're super non-traditional.
Oh, yeah, we are.
When it comes to living in society.
Yeah. But it's
my best friend calls me a wizard.
Yeah, you are a wizard.
So.
Yes, we are both more free-spirited in our own little ways, and I think that's why we are the way we are, and why we're choosing the goals that we are choosing and the way that we are doing it. And it is our life, and we are living it. So with that, guys and gals, I hope you have an amazing morning whenever you listen to this, an incredible afternoon if that's when you're listening to it, or a lovely evening. It's been a pleasure. We'll talk to you soon.